Hi class, this is Vincent. I'm in group 4 answering questions from week 5 assigned text. The first question was, according to Polkinghorne, what is human science? On page 152, Polkinghorne states that the term whole was borrowed by the human sciences from the studies of anatomy and grammar. The study of anatomy viewed the body as a whole, being comprised of patterns and systems, just as linguists viewed language as being made up of many different parts structured in patterns that make up different languages. Both grammar and anatomy take into account for how parts of a system relate to each other and to the system itself. I don't know that just from reading the text I could accurately state Polkinghorne's definition of human science, but what I got from the reading is that human science would be an area of study that looks at society as a whole, or any methodology that recognizes and takes into account that societies or individuals within a society function in response to outside influences, and that human behavior can't be defined or studied accurately if we don't take into account these outside influences and how they relate to each other. The next question is, can you see yourself fitting into the critical researcher role? My answer to that is absolutely. I think for me, social research is going to be a lot more challenging than the scientific research that I've been involved with. There seems to be fewer parameters and guides in place, and getting quantifiable data will be much more of a challenge because of the subjectivity of social research. But on page 227, table 13.1 shows the methods associated with the critical paradigm, and both the analytical and activist focus is based on high levels of participation from the disadvantaged community and the researcher. And from my limited knowledge of social research methods, both of these things are key to obtaining accurate and representational data. I feel that in order to truly understand a community, you must first gain the trust and acceptance of the individuals within the community. And in order to do that, you must allow the community to be involved in the process. Allow them to get to know you, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what role they as individuals within the community that you're researching, what roles they have to play, as well as any benefits that they have that they may gain from your research. Another of the questions for group 4 is, what is the processes for critical research? And on page 281 of the text, the process of critical research is laid out by the author. The text states, the process of critical research involves a high degree of collaboration among researchers, disadvantaged groups, and other stakeholders with constant communication and feedback loops. The text also suggests on page 282 that a combination of qualitative and quantitative research methods might be best suited for critical research. There's another sentence that I really like, and it says that research is done with people rather than on people. And I totally agree with this. Disadvantaged groups must understand that they do have something to gain via being active in the research, and collaboration with fellow researchers or community organizations can be an invaluable tool at gaining the trust of the individuals within the community you wish to study. I believe that I've mentioned before that I'm involved with an organization that helps make fresh food more accessible to local underserved populations. When I first started delivering produce to some of these communities where there's a huge language barrier, they had no idea who I was or why I was giving them food. At first I had a hard time even giving the food away. They were incredibly leery of me, but I collaborated with some other community organizations that were already involved with some of the groups I was delivering food to, and by collaborating with them and being consistent with my deliveries, more and more people started to come out and take the food. The kids, some of who speak English, are coming out, asking me questions, translating for me. It's been a huge help in making these populations understand that what I'm doing, and that I really don't have anything to gain, that I want to make fresh food available to them. Anyway, my point is that collaboration within the community and allowing the people within the disadvantaged groups to understand your motives seem to be very important aspects of critical research. That's all I have for right now. I am the moderator for Group 4. I will get that posted as soon as possible. I look forward to your response to the text as well. Have a good week.